Yeah, that yeah. I also want to talk about this too. And Joel Embiid, like after the little practice, whatever.
You read
No, I
the.
saw I saw him. I saw the comment. Like I saw him. I saw him actually say this, right?
Oh, you actually saw him say it. Oh,
Yeah, there.
okay.
He was talking, and he pretty much said, like the quote says, "I don't care about that man." He also said something else, like everyone's committed,
Yes,
everyone's here to win a championship, and they don't have time to babysit.
exactly.
So like, oh my god,
Yeah,
this story makes me so happy.
yeah. Like the thing is, like I remember you said this a couple weeks ago, how you
Hmm.
love the controversy and the drama,
Hmm.
that everybody, that's been going on, in the NBA.
No,
Like,
mainly happening to the rivals, the rivals of my Miami Heat, who don't deal with this type of BS, and when they do, they keep it behind closed doors, like a good organization.
um, you know what? I think you're right because I think the last controversy that was happening over there was with we know after LeBron James had left and Pat Riley was upset about that.
Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Like, but at the end of the day, it's not this.
Yeah,
It's not this.
yeah, it's definitely like this. When you in a facility and all you just trying to do is just freaking practice
Hmm.
and you can't even do that. You can't even practice like not the game like Allen Iverson said,
Yeah,
not the
he's
game.
just there so he don't get fined. That's why that's the only reason why he's there.
He and all right. I really wanted to mention this later,
Hmm.
but I wanted to mention this. I'll just mention it now, and I'll probably say it again later on. But I told you so. That
Oh yeah,
two
you did mention it. You did mention it. Like you have no argument here. You have no argument here.
what what what
Because
what
I think you're saying that you're crap. Don't score. There we go. All right. I think you're trying to insinuate that I was in favor of them keeping Ben Simmons.
yes,
At least that's what you're insinuating.
yes.
Here's my talking point, and this is something that I don't know if you understood it, but I'll say it again.
Okay.
In the immediate aftermath of what happened in Game 7, right? I A lot of people were saying that he needs to be traded. I was against it because I wanted to see how he responded to it. I wanted to see how he responded to the criticism and to how he was supposed to improve his game. Clearly, he hasn't done none of those things. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter anyway because, like I said, if they're going to trade him, they're not going to get equal value for him at all. And the
Hmm.
and the person whose fault that is Ben Simmons, and he doesn't care because in his mind he's already out. He's already out. He's only there so he don't get fined.
Yeah. So let's read this article real quick, and hold on. What is this?
Like
What?
Mosta says that despite Ben Simmons' behavior, the team still has good chemistry. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I think they'll be I think they're still a playoff team. I don't but they're not a championship team without him. They're not. But they're not not but now they're not a championship team with
Yeah, they're not a championship team with him. Yeah.
because he's not committed to the team. If he was 100% committed and willing to improve his shot, then yeah, I can see them as a championship team. Because like at the end of the day, that dude is still a baller. The problem is that he's so coddled. He's been coddled his whole life, and I just think that he doesn't know how to respond to the type of criticism that Doc Rivers gave him and what Joel Embiid gave him.
Yeah. So basically, here's what it said. Like I am like so amped, about this. Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers aren't off to a great start. Oh man, the team suspended Simmons for one game. Well, okay. I'm gonna continue on.
Hmm.
I am so pissed off about this. One game, one.
I don't know. I don't know if that's. I don't. I don't know if they can do more than one. That's the thing. I don't know if it's some type of NBA rule or something like that. Because I don't know. But Yeah, this one game is kind of
No,
crazy.
like what's one game going to do in the season opener? Like it's not going to do anything.
I mean, I know their second game they're playing the Nets. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Okay, well, and it says, and he will miss the season opener on Wednesday night against the New Orleans Pelicans after what they called conduct detrimental to the team.
Yeah.
Simmons reportedly refused to play as a full participant during Tuesday's practice, so head coach Doc Rivers kicked him out and suspended him. Now, that is something that Doc Rivers should have done last year. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like he should have displayed tough love when he wasn't shooting the ball, whether if it was during practice, during the regular season. But I will say this again. Now look, I'm not going to make this a discussion, but once again, having L, if you say I'm wrong about this, that's fine. But I'm right, though it was never a coaching issue. It was never a coaching issue. When people was criticizing Brett Brown and then he got fired,
hmm
as I told you, even from back then, it was never a coaching issue. It was a player's issue. A player's issue. They should have been held accountable for what was going on, not the coaching,
but
not the coaching
but
staff.
what are you gonna do to the players?
Hmm?
What are you gonna do to the players?
What do you mean? What are you going to do to the players?
What are you gonna do to the players? What are you gonna do to them?
Do whatever it takes to make sure that they comply. If one guy at the time did not want to get in shape, the other guy obviously didn't want to shoot the ball. He's not shooting the ball now. You don't blame coaches for that. That's an individual
Who's the one?
disciplinary
Who
issue.
the coaches are the one that have to manage these players. The coaches are the one that have to get these players to buy into their plan.
Okay,
And
but
if they're not buying into it, then you have to get a coach that is more suited for that.
okay, have a note. The coach is not going to watch what you eat 24 hours in a day. If a guy is going to drink a milkshake, or if he wants to eat a double whopper, like the coach can't do nothing about that. He can't constantly watch him what he eats throughout the whole entire day. That dude got stuff to do, man. Like that's
Like
again, that's
they
an
like
individual
the
issue.
Miami Heat, they have a fat. I think they have a weight loss um mandate or something like that, where you have to have a certain percentage of body fat for your body, and if you don't reach that, then you don't play. End of story.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they did that with Shaq, right?
No, that was the issue with Shaq. That was an issue with Shaq.
He still played.
Yeah, he played, but ultimately got traded. He ultimately got traded.
Yeah, after you guys got swept, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah.
let's continue. I was just wanting to make a point once again that it wasn't a coaching issue; it was
I
the
mean,
players' issue.
to me, like, okay, so you're saying that Brett Brown should still have the job now?
He should. He. What I'm saying is, it was never his fault.
Okay, then either you're gonna get rid of the players or you're gonna get rid of the coach. You can't have it both ways. And most that was a gentleman sweep
Okay.
for
Look,
one. No, wait, no. In my opinion, that was a sweep. Like, no.
okay.
You're right though. You're right though. It was for. I think no. Wait. No, we're talking about the Heat and Bulls back in the day. Like, I think they got swept back then. Yeah, the Heat and Bulls with Shaq. I think it was Shaq third year. But yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah. So as I was saying, it was never a coaching issue, which
Okay,
is
that's fine.
why
But
which
but
is why I had that huge argument with you and that knucklehead on Twitter, where you guys decided to gang up on me. But I was trying to prove a point that you can't blame the coach if one player who's injured and who did not want to shoot the ball, and another player who was overweight after signing, when you sign a contract and when you're making millions of dollars, there's no excuse for you to be overweight. None. And when you're entering the playoffs, you should not be overweight either. That's actually the worst times for you to gain your weight. But that's the point I was trying to make. That why are we blaming the coaching staff because of the players' negligence? You don't do that. You
uh,
don't do that. And
regard.
and and
So
look
so so
and
what were
look
you
and
gonna
look
so what
happen
are you
one more
gonna
thing. One more
do?
thing.
So what are you gonna
One,
do?
one more thing. we see the exact same thing on display, despite the fact we got a new coach. So it did not
Okay,
matter.
okay, like what? So are you just gonna keep? You're gonna keep. So you're just gonna keep Brett Brown?
All I'm saying, it wasn't his fault. So
I,
probably, yeah,
yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
you're just gonna keep him, and you're gonna and what are you gonna do with Ben Simmons?
Trade him.
And you were gonna trade him.
Trade him. I could handle the whole Joel Embiid, because at least he was still being productive. Ben Simmons was not.
Look, productive in what? Like productive in what? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Ben
Dude,
Simmons
dude,
and Joel
dude, dude,
Embiid.
dude was an all-star. I think he averaged like 18 a game.
Who?
Ben Simmons.
Who cares?
What,
You saw
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Who cares?
you
Like,
saw the flaws
dude,
in the
no, 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 no,
playoffs.
no, no, no.
You
Okay,
saw the
what
flaws in the
playoffs?
playoffs.
What playoffs?
What do you mean what playoffs?
What
Dude, stop
playoffs?
playing dumb. Stop
No,
playing
no,
dumb.
no.
Stop playing dumb.
I'm
Stop playing
talking. No, no,
dumb.
no, no. I'm talking about with Brett Brown. I'm talking about with Brett Brown.
Oh, with Brett Brown.
Yeah.
No, no, no. What I said was, you still seeing the same situation even with a new coach. So it
That's
can't
okay.
be the coaching
No,
staff.
it's worse. It's worse.
Okay. So
It's worse
were we blaming the coaching staff?
because, like, in their mind, that you could bring a championship coach supposedly in Doc Rivers to motivate their 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 best players to be great, and he did that in, like, frankly, he did that with one. He wasn't able to do that with the other. It's that simple. And like this notion that you had to keep, like, what the hell did Brett Brown, like, all Brett Brown did was he was just a guy who was just there. When you're ready to win a championship, if he can prove that he's a championship level coach, and I mean, look, where's Brett Brown now?
I have no idea. Do you know?
No, he's not coaching right now. He's not coaching right now. What did that tell you? What did that tell you?
They didn't want to give him a chance.
If he
That-
if you
that's what it tells me.
if he was really that great of a coach, he would already have a job.
No, no, no. I'm not saying that he was great. All I'm saying is he was not at fault.
That's fine, but at the end of the day, like, if the team doesn't succeed, the coach is normally the one that gets that is the fall guy.
Come on, have you know? Not after what we just seen. What this guy did. Look,
Again, this was before the Ben Simmons meltdown. This was
no,
before
he
that.
wasn't shooting the ball before.
No, because look, before they had Jimmy Butler. They had Jimmy.
Okay.
They had Jimmy Butler before. Like, and honestly, I don't remember when he got. I think he got fired after the yeah,
After,
because this is Doc
after
Rivers' first season, so he got fired after the bubble
yeah,
playoffs,
yeah.
right? And look, is it fair? It's unfair that he got
Oh,
fired because
finally. Okay, you
no, no,
agree
because
me.
you have to
Finally,
remember. Because you
finally.
remember, he got fired because well, he got, because one, they got swept, and two, like, Ben Simmons wasn't there. Ben Simmons wasn't there. Like, he
Yes,
got hurt.
exactly.
So they just fired him because they felt like they had a championship team and they wanted to get a coach that had championship experience.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me
Mm-hmm.
ask you a question. Steve Kerr, all right, you listening?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Steve
I'm
Kerr,
listening.
Eric Spoelstra,
Mm-hmm.
Greg Popovich,
Best coach in the NBA right now. Yes.
Greg Popovich.
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider those coaches elite?
Yes.
Does Bill Simmons shoot the ball last year if they were his coach?
I hope so.
Ah, no. Does Ben Simmons shoot the ball if any of those coaches were his coach?
I have no idea. I don't know. I hope
No,
so. I don't know.
I'll answer that for you. No, he would have never shot the ball regardless of what coach he had. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's
Do
the
you?
point I'm trying to make. It doesn't matter. I guarantee you, even if Pat Riley came back and coached him, he would not shoot the ball. Look, let's just face the facts. This is just how he is. For him to be aware, you cannot tell me that he didn't watch the tape. You cannot tell me that he's not listening to what people are saying, what the people in the media are saying, and what fans are saying.
Look,
That he's not shooting the ball.
I
He
think that
does not
he's
want to
coddled.
shoot.
He's coddled. He's coddled. Like, he never had this amount of criticism laid up upon him before. He's not used to it. Like, if what Joel Embiid is saying that's true, because a couple weeks ago, Joel Embiid pretty much said that every move that the team made has been to make him happy, make Ben Simmons happy. You know what I mean? Like, and if you're Ben Simmons, like you don't like, do you honestly think that these people are holding me accountable? No, because they're doing everything to appease me. So I think that there's something with Ben Simmons where I think that he thinks that he knows better than everybody else. It's clear, it has to be something to that effect. Like, in his mind, he's not wrong, and and even though everyone sees that he's wrong, some people can't acknowledge when they're wrong. It's a character flaw. So I don't, and if it's a character flaw, that then how the best coach ain't gonna help him. Can't help him. Even the best coaches ain't gonna help him, man.
Okay, okay,
Trust me,
okay.
I don't think Doc Rivers is anywhere close to being the best coach,
Okay.
but he has the pedigree.
Now that you said even the best coach wouldn't have helped him. So now do you agree with me that this was a player issue?
Steve, like, you're trying to say that you're
No,
trying to
no, no,
say
no,
that
no,
no
no,
no
no,
you're
no.
trying no you're trying
Answer
to
the question.
say
This is
you're
the
trying to
second
say
time
that
you
you're
tried
trying to
to
say
avoid
no
the
you're trying
question.
you're trying to
This
say
is the second
that
time that you're
that
trying to
they that
avoid the
they that
question.
they should keep Brett Brown, and
No,
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter.
look,
At the
look,
end of
look,
the day,
look,
it
look, look,
doesn't
look, look,
matter.
look. No, I caught you. That's why you didn't want to
No,
answer
you
the
didn't catch me in
question.
anything, because, like,
I did.
who
I
cares
did.
about Brett Brown? Like,
Because,
who cares about Brett
okay,
Brown?
okay. But the problem is, regardless of what coach you have, does not fix the issue. What you need to do is you need to send this guy a message. You have to send him a
And they
message.
never did. And I'm telling you, that's a problem. That's a problem. Like, and I said it in the first in the podcast when we talked about him, that part of the problem with this organization is is that he like they use the trusted process to justify and do enable losing. And when you have that for years, you're not holding anybody accountable for that. You're not holding no one accountable for losing.
Hmm.
So, like, how can someone like Ben Simmons, who was number one pick when his college team was no good, when he's been like, he's had no shot, no, and free throw shoot. It got really bad this year, but he wasn't a great free throw shooter.
Yeah,
But even with all that, he was still a multi-time All Star multiple times, and he's a top ranked defensive player. Like, where's the accountability? Where's the
well, but
accountability?
you have to remember that team was tanking just to get Ben Simmons. They were tanking.
Yeah,
They were tanking
and,
because
and
they
to
were
me and to
already.
me and to me that's not how you create accountability for your players. That's not how you create accountability for your players, by pretty much glorifying losing, which is
Yeah, I
what trusted
agree.
process is. So, like to me, like, how is he supposed to how is someone like Ben Simmons supposed to learn accountability when they allow losing like that to be celebrated? Like, like, to me, I think that has more to do. I think that this has more to do with that than anything. Like, I'm not, like, again, like, this notion that, like, oh, it's like, to me, like, we have no idea the depths of what Ben Simmons is, as far as what his issues are. We don't know the depths of it. We don't know if it's just him being just being like a bad teammate. We don't know if it's just him, like just if it's mental. We don't know the extent of it. All you
Yeah.
can really do at the end of the day is just, I don't know. Like, you just, I don't know. Go 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 ahead.
Let me continue on.
I'm trying to gather
So
my thoughts here.
yeah, so it basically says reported to the team last week and practice Sunday and Monday with the Sixers. Simmons hasn't talked publicly about the offseason trade request.
Yeah.
Simmons, Simmons, 25, still has 4 years and 147 million left on his max contract. Like, this is the thing that really pissed me off. He obviously cares about the money because that's why he went to practice anyway.
Mm.
He didn't want to get fined. But that also shows how, the misconduct that he constantly wants to, not by force. he wants to display, and it's disrespectful because you still want to get paid, but yet you still want to act, like a child, because like you said, he was being mollycoddled, for all these, years, and instead of trying to get better, instead of trying to actually, improve your shot, which would actually benefit him in the future anyway, if he improved the shot. I don't know if you remember when I mentioned, Giannis, dude, that guy is like shooting the ball. I don't know if
But
you have highlights yet.
yeah. But like Ben Simmons did a lot of that same garbage too. Like in the off season where he would show videos of him shooting
No, no, no,
threes
no.
and stuff like that.
I'm talking about preseason. I'm talking about preseason.
Yeah.
Yeah. What Giannis has been do, I'm telling you right now, if Giannis could do that consistently, he is going to destroy the league. Destroy, because he's dominating the league now without the shooting. And which is why I don't really blame people say that he's like a
But
mini version of Shaq
but
or protege
the
of
funny
Shaq.
thing, but the thing is that like with that skill set, Ben Simmons can do the same thing, but he just can't for some reason. He
The
just
same
can't.
skill set as Giannis.
Yeah, like I said in the other podcast, their skill set is very similar.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, Giannis could play center. I don't think Ben Simmons can.
He's 6'10". I mean, he's not gonna be there against he's not gonna be there against like Joker or anybody else like that. But he's
That's
six
my point.
ten.
That's my point.
He can guard 1 through 4 at least. He can at least guard 1 through 4, and I think he's done that in the past. But
Well,
like he had the same skill set, but yeah, he doesn't have the same level of dominance, and that's always been my frustration with him. And it frustrated me when I hear Doc Rivers say, "Oh, I think that his deficiencies are underplayed." No, they're not, because he should be to directory. Like he was being compared to LeBron James,
yeah,
and while his trajectory defensively is great, he's nowhere near where LeBron James was in year 2.
no, not even close.
Not even close. Like and I always felt like he was wasting his talent. And I know Malta said that in the chat that he's wasting his talents, and I do think that. And I do think that.
I
But
wish I could look, but okay.
yeah, but the thing is that now what are they going to do now? Because obviously this situation is I don't think he can come back from this. This is one thing to ask for a trade in the offseason. You have some issues with management or maybe a couple players. It's one thing to do that, but it's another thing to publicly get thrown out of practice, have it be known publicly. So there's no coming back from this. This is the last straw. Like they need to get rid of him.
Okay, now,
But
yeah,
what
go ahead.
what are they going to do? What are they going to do to
Okay,
get?
look, I need to write this down because I don't want to say this is I got you moment, but
Mhm.
this is exactly what I wanted to say to you. Hey, give me one. Well, yeah, give me 1 second.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I believe that was one of the reasons why I said that they should have, got rid of him.
So you think
But
that you thought that he would? So you saw into the future and said that he was going to get kicked out of practice, and then they had to let him go.
because, well, not get kicked out of practice, but I mentioned to you that when he was asking for a trade
Mhm.
and that he said that he wasn't going to play and whatnot, I believe that's when I made the determination, and I told you this. He does not want to get better, and that he does not want to shoot the ball. He just wants to play his way. And at
Could be
that
true.
point,
That could be true.
at that point, they should have gotten rid of him. They should have gotten rid of him ASAP. At that point, because
But
at least at that point, his value would have still been high. Now it's
is it if